He's Han Solo, Han Solo, Han Solo. I'm going to make that song really terrible. Okay, well, welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. Talking about my large size Han Solo action figure from Kenner. This is a very, very nice piece that I was actually given. Somebody was it was the classic case of, you know what, we're moving, we're too old, we don't play with dolls anymore, what have you. We're getting rid of this. Do you want it? I was like, oh, heck yes, because I've already got Luke. I've done a video about him. And of course I want to get a Han Solo. Well, who wouldn't? Now, this one's got some interesting little elements to him. But I thought to myself, you know what? I should actually start talking, or I should talk about this large-size Han Solo figure of mine, since I just recently did a Star Frontiers video talking about the Hungry Polecat, which was my Star Frontiers campaign version of the old Millennium Falcon and my own version of Han Solo. And I thought, hey, why not talk about Han himself? I'm always going on about Jedi and lightsabers and Luke and the whole 9 yards. Let's actually talk about everybody's favorite smuggler, space pirate captain, Han Solo. What can I say? Now, I have never really... Okay, so, well, a couple things. First of all, this is an original and was given to me, as I say. The boots seem to be in pretty good condition. There's a little bit of scratch there, but not too bad. Got his blaster in the holster. Don't think I've ever actually pulled that out, so I'll be doing that here. Wish me luck on that one. And the medallion, which many collectors are probably yelling about right now, but I'm going to talk about that later. That's toward the end. He is actually wearing the proper shirt with the raised collar there that Han Solo was always famous to have. Does he have the Corellian stripes? You know what? He doesn't. Interesting. So there is lore attached to the fact that Han Solo, no matter what film he's in, he's got little zip stripe things along the legs, and the Kenner figure didn't have that. Interesting. You're kind of thinking to yourself, I sound like this is the first time really looking at this. Kind of is. I didn't really ever, I got this when I was moving or when somebody else was moving, and so therefore I kind of grabbed it and said, oh yeah, that's cool, shoved it in a box and never really thought about it. And it's set for a decade or two with styrofoam popcorn stuck to the head, which luckily I can attest has not actually left any grease marks or anything like that. They say that this is probably one of the best sculpts of Harrison Ford ever done, and I'm in agreement. This looks really, really close to Harrison Ford. I like what they've done, certainly more than the other Star Wars representations of him. And people might think, oh yeah, well the Indiana Jones figure looks just as good, if not better. There's a reason for that. They stole this figure and they basically turned him into Indiana Jones. That one has, from what I gather, lighter colored hair. Now this is sort of a chestnut brown, kind of like that cabinet that he's standing on. And his eyes, can you make them out? Gonna get some light on there. Maybe not. Anyway, his eyes are brown. The Indiana Jones one has lighter hair and blue eyes, which is weird because to my knowledge, Harrison Ford does not have blue eyes. So why would they stick blue eyes on the Indiana Jones? Not sure. Maybe that was Kenner's way of differentiating the two lines. Something like that. I don't know. Now, let me just try taking the blast. Actually, the vest is nice. This is like a faux plastic naga hide type of thing. Feels like leather. It's got a really nice feel to it. And it's all the way through, yeah. Pants are the same, Pants are the same material as Luke. They're kind of a stretchy, clothy type thing. That belt looks almost exactly like the one that Luke has, except for this one has the holster with the blaster in it. Does it have the little belt buckle on the back? No. In fact, that's where the attachment is. So that would be where you would unsnap it. I will not be doing so. I have made the odd mistake of trying to undo harnesses and things like my Tauntaun, and that did not go well. So I'm actually just going to leave this belt right on Han as he is. But let's just see if I can take the blaster out of the holster and put it in his hand. This has not been removed from here in several decades, so wish me luck. Come on. Whoa, whoa. Okay, yes, it comes out. Yay. There is Han's blaster. as seen in A New Hope. I don't know if anybody is really that aware, but the blaster seen in New Hope has a black muzzle on the end of it. And for some reason, for Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back, they switched to like a silver end on there. I'm not sure what the reason was for that. But even the Luke blaster that I have has a silvery tip. I don't know if it was maybe the filmmakers deciding to differentiate their guns from real guns. I don't really know. But however, this is authentic to Han Solo's DL-44. So let's put it in his hand and just see, can he still hold it after all these years? His hand is very, ooh, wow, okay, bear with me. I just wanted to reposition and make sure I don't force anything. Yes! Haha! He can still hold his blaster! Take that, Greedo. Yeah! And by the way, Han shot first. Yeah, excellent. Han can still hold his blaster. That's awesome. Do his knees still bend? Yep. Still got action in the knees. The weird thing with both him and Luke, it's not like, oh, that knee feels a little... Maybe that one's not great. Yeah, he's got a little bit of a gammy leg there. Okay, so I'm not going to force that. Do the hips move? Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's weird. I'm not going to do it here, but in our youth, of course, these things eventually ended up with ripped clothes and things fell off and stuff like that. The skin underneath is like one solid piece of plastic or rubber, and there is a knee joint in there, but it doesn't. It's not like there's a ball and socket. It's actually just one smooth piece. I wonder, kind of like the arm. Can I pull up the arm sleeve? Yes. Oh, just about. Hang on. Yeah, you see how... Now, I could be wrong about the knees, but definitely the arms are just like this rubbery... Oh, wow, his arm doesn't bend. Wow, okay. Not going to force it. Again, apparently Han Solo is quite a coveted... one of the large size action figures. So I'm certainly not going to force anything on here. But I'm very, very pleased to get him as a hand-me-down. Hello, are you kidding me? This is great. Now, the medallion, we got to talk about that. So I was going to call this video originally back when eBay was good. It was easily over a dozen years ago. I started going through my old collection of stuff and I thought, you know, my Han Solo at the time was missing the medallion. And that's about the only piece left. I've got his gun, I've got his boots, I've got everything else. I need that medallion. I know, I'll hop on eBay and I'll just grab one. And I could quite easily. This thing cost me like 10 bucks and almost nothing in shipping. And I was thinking to myself, yeah, back when eBay was good, back when you didn't have crazy reproductions or anything like that. Here is the medallion, and I was so pleased. I thought, yes, perfect. I've got the Han Solo medallion to complete my figure. Now everything is great. Except for in researching this video, and the collectors out there are yelling at the top of their lungs right now, no doubt. This is a silver medallion, and the original Han Solo had a gold medallion, not silver. So this is a repro of some type, but it's from easily 15, 20 years ago. So I guess back then somebody must have been, I mean, how would you get, is this from some other toy collection? Because I don't think they had 3D printers back, we're talking 15 years ago, where 3D printers, like this doesn't look made by hand unless somebody molded it. I'm not sure. However, yeah, unfortunately, I do not have an original gold medallion like I originally thought I did, and I'm very annoyed about that. But you know what? Who cares? It's going to go around his neck, and he will still give Leia a little sly wink at the ceremony anyhow. Okay, well, let's just enjoy the fact that Han Solo is here. He can stand up on his own. He's got his blaster. One slight gammy leg, but you know what? I'll take it. He's Han Solo. Han Solo. All right, enough of the song. Anyway, until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.